To me, Smooth Criminal has the single best sound design over any other song in history. I know that is a very bold statement to make, but hopefully after looking at the complexity of even just this bass sound alone, you'll understand why I hold that opinion. Some of you may have already seen that Anthony Marinelli posted a video recently talking with Kevin Maloney about the muted piano sound. This is the first layer of the bass, and if you haven't watched that video yet, I strongly recommend that you do, if you want to learn more about that particular layer. But in short, this sound is the low note of a muted piano, sampled into the synclavier, and then played at a higher register. I don't have Kevin's original sample, but for the purposes of this video, I've just sampled the sound from the original recording session. Even with just this single layer, it's so strikingly unique that it has become immediately synonymous with Smooth Criminal. You may notice though that this sound has very little low end, and this is where the other layers come in. The next sound is again synclavier and comes directly from the New England Digital sample timbre library. The timbre itself is called funk bass, and this is what it sounds like. This timbre is made up of two partials, both are sampled bass sounds. The first is a much mellower fingered bass that they call jazz bass. And then the second is a brighter slap bass that is labelled pop bass. Now, if we layer these two together with the muted piano, the sound really starts to take shape. However, this is still not the final sound. In the verses of the original song, an extra layer is present. Yet another New England Digital sound, the final ingredient is this tabla. It doesn't sound like anything special on its own. However, if we take the opposite approach from the muted piano and play this at a lower register, you can see we are left with this really great plucky bass layer. Now that we have all of the layers, an important point to also note is that they are not all playing the same identical sequence. They have individual performances with varying levels of complexity. The tabla is the most complex, followed by the muted piano, and then the bass. If you listen to them back to back, you'll see what I mean. This variation in the performances allows the individual parts to stand out in the mix and be distinguished from one another. So all that's left to do is some post-processing, and then when you put them together with the drums, you'll have a little something like this. Some people have asked as well about the differences between the album version of the song and the one that's featured in Moonwalker, and as far as the bass is concerned, the only difference really is the different processing on the sounds and then the final mixing. All of the samples that they use are the same as the ones that I've shown you here. So that's about it for the Smooth Criminal bass. If these sort of short form sound explanation videos are of interest to you, please do let me know and tell me what songs that you want me to do. If not, please just tell me that as well. See ya.